Hey, alright, here we go. We are finally back playing some retro, pre-2001, or 2001 and prior. Everything prior to the introduction of Rulebox, Pokemon, and supporters. We really enjoy messing around with this era of Pokemon cards. Not optimal by any means. If you think we're optimal, you haven't been watching us for very long. But we love taking these kind of cards and having fun with them. So we've got 32 decks built of what we have from that era, including one deck for each of the gym leaders from Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. And we are playing gradually, very gradually, through a tournament with those decks. And so what we typically do, we have a deck called Celebration Desolation, built around several of the cards from the set Celebrations, including Charizard, Rocket Zapdos, Cleffa, and Imposter Professor Oak. And we use this deck to playtest against our other decks before we decide on our final 60s, and then we use those 60s for the actual official matches. The decks have a core of Pokemon, 20 Pokemon, 15 energies, and 25 trainers. We switch out the trainers for each match, depending on what's going to be happening with that particular match. So this is just a chance to see how the other decks flow, because many of them we've never actually played with before.
Right, yeah. They might sound nice, but then when you actually play them, they go completely differently than you thought. So.
Yep. And again, not optimal by any means, just taking some Pokemon that we think are fun. Like in this case, we've got Giovanni is up first. Then our second deck, which we call The Swarm, is built around Butterfree and Beedrill. So just seeing how those work together. Beedrill's a pretty cool card.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they both have free retreat, which is really
nice. Yeah.
Of course, they're also both stage 2s. I think at least for that match, we will not let Celebration Desolation hit for weakness, because otherwise it's silly.
Yeah, you're just going to flow through me.
You don't really get the chance to practice.
Right.
And we know that Celebration Desolation is pretty, sometimes pretty overwhelming, so we may, going forward, just not let it hit for weakness ever. Of course, that's not going to apply in every matchup.
Right.
All right?
All right. Did you shuffle?
I have shuffled.
Perfect.
So, this is retro, no turn 1 restrictions. Whoever wins the coin toss goes first automatically.
Yes. Heads?
It is heads. You go first. Other than that, we'll play 4 prizes, but everything else will be the same. Just said that.
Yes, 4.
Well, it's hard now. We've been playing a lot more standard, and
yeah.
I get used to the other.
Right. Oh boy. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Don't worry, no weakness.
No weakness. Thank goodness.
Hey, ancestral memory. You'll have to read it when you get there.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and read it. Ancestral memory. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Either way, you can't use this attack again as long as Giovanni's Magikarp stays in play. Even putting Giovanni's Magikarp on the bench won't let you use it again, but it does 40 damage.
If you flip heads. Which 40 damage is a lot.
It is a lot in this setup.
In this time.
Yeah,
slightly less glare on Rocket Zapdos there.
Yeah, it's a little better.
Alright, ready? Really get started?
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing? Yes. That looks good.
Great.
Awesome. Okay. Now we can't see each other's hands.
Yes, that is important.
That is what we were doing. Okay. feels rough, but that's like the only thing I can do. Professor Elm, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 7 cards. You can't play any more trainer cards this turn.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a rough opening hand.
Sometimes I wish we could optionally mulligan.
Yes. Oh, I would have. Definitely would have.
This time period is very interesting because there's very few cards that let you go and search out things. Like nowadays, we're really used to having 8 to 12 ball search cards, like Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, Level Ball, Quick Ball, all those kinds of things. And there was basically none of that in this time period. The only thing you had was Pokeball. Flip a coin. If heads, you can search your deck for any Pokemon, and that even that didn't get played in competitive decks. Probably should have put 4 Pokeball in here, but
okay. I am going. Is the same? Oh no. I was like, are those? No. All right. Giovanni's Nidoran male and Giovanni's Nidoran female to the bench.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Alright.
Where's the die? There it is. Okay, Ancestral Memory.
She got it.
I got it.
40.
That's exciting. I'm just leave that there.
Okay, draw for turn. I'm going to attach a Lightning Energy to Rocket Zapdos. I'm going to play Misty's Wrath. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose 2 of those cards and put them into your hand. Discard the rest. Okay. Play Charmander to the bench. Energy removal. Last. You and your opponent show each other your hands, then shuffle all trainer cards from your hands into your deck. Alright, and then I will use Plasma, 20 damage. If there are any Lightning Energy cards in your discard pile, attach one of them to Rocket Zapdos.
They're so much harder to shuffle with than the...
Yeah, than the Dragon Sleeves.
Dragon Shields.
Dragon Shields. Dragon Shield Sleeves.
Yeah. Okay. Draw for turn. Wow. This is interesting. We put Giovanni's Meowth to the bench.
Oh, I do have 20 damage, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Sorry, I really wasn't trying to cheat. I wasn't. add a water energy to Giovanni's Nidoran female. And pass.
You didn't want to try to flip 3 coins with flail around and see if you hit all 3 heads to knock out Rocket Steptos?
No, and also he only has 10 HP left, and also he would only have 1 energy attached.
Oh, that's true.
So, no.
Okay. Oh my god. Cleffa?
No.
Charmeleon?
Oh, man.
Double colorless.
Holy cow.
Plasma for knockout. Interestingly, the effect of Plasma, attaching the energy from the discard pile, is not optional.
Right. Right, if it's there, you have to attach it.
Correct.
Okay. Ugh. Well. Alright. Draw for turn. Wow. I'm going to evolve to Giovanni Nidorino.
Okay.
And pass.
Yeah, there's a big balance in this era, because you could potentially go Professor Oak, draw 7, Professor Oak, draw 7, Professor Oak, draw 7, Professor... You could potentially do that all in one turn. You have to balance... Touch fire energy to Cleffa. You have to balance having like a reasonable amount of draw power without just decking yourself out.
Right.
Making it too easy to deck yourself out.
Yeah.
But with 20 Pokemon and 15 energy, it's always possible to brick.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because there are almost no support Pokemon in this era.
Yeah,
there's
that
no,
just like doesn't exist.
There's no Bibarel,
Yeah.
There's no Kirlia, there's no discard draw 2, stuff like that.
Right.
Abilities. Yeah, pretty much your Pokemon are there to attack. And that's why Cleffa is so powerful.
Yeah.
Even though it almost, well, with the baby rule, it doesn't necessarily give up a prize.
Right.
But even though it only has 30 HP, Eek, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 7 cards is really a powerful effect. Okay, so we will Plasma for 20.
Okay. Oh my goodness. What? Giovanni's Meowth to the bench.
A different one.
A different Meowth.
Alright, Rocket Zapdos to the bench. Plasma for knockout.
This is going swimmingly. You don't have any more lightning energy in the Discord, right?
Do not.
I wasn't really keeping close track. I also didn't know what all you discarded.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't really want to use Electro Burn anyway, because he would knock himself out.
Right. Alright, I just drew for turn. Yeah. Okay, put grass energy on Giovanni's Nidoran female.
Mm-hmm.
Pass. Ugh.
Alright. Lightning energy onto Rocket Zapdos. Energy removal, Giovanni's Nidoran female. Grass.
I just say which one?
The grass one. Plasma for 20. I'm sorry, honey.
This sucks. Okay.
Did you make sure that there's 2 research, 2 Mary, 2 Bill, 2 Elm? I mean, you elmed on the first one.
I don't know that there's 2 Mary in this deck.
There might not be, and that might be something to double check.
Yeah.
That's kind of the core of draw trainers we've been using again to try to strike that balance between having access to draw power but not just straight decking ourselves out.
Alright. I'm gonna have to computer search.
Okay.
Which is discard 2 of the other cards from your hand in order to search your deck for any card, put it into your hand.
Well, yeah, so look through. I imagine you're grabbing an oak, right?
Yep. Hopefully. Okay, there's 2 elm, there's 2 oak. 3 oak.
3 oak.
Couple bill.
Well, and again, that's because that deck was... I just threw that one together. Here, I can shuffle.
Okay.
I just threw this one together to... Like, we need to finish it.
Yeah, we need to...
Make sure, and that's one of the reasons why we're testing.
Right, exactly.
But I was focused on the swarm.
Right. No, that's fine. Again, that is why we test, to see if it's plausible to play with it as is.
But we might have had we don't have a ton of Mary.
Right.
And actually apparently Mary's really expensive now because there's some like Japanese format where it's really good at, some Japanese retro format where it's really good.
Great.
Supposedly Kyle said that the other day.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad we picked them up when we did.
Yeah, we've got a few, and it's possible that we just had the other 2 in a core deck. So.
Right. Okay. I'm going to play Professor Oak, draw 7 cards.
Discard, draw 7, just like Professor's Research now, except it's not a supporter, because there are no supporters, so...
Okay. Alright. Energy removal, Chameleon.
And this deck has a lot of disruption in it. We try not to build too much disruption into those. We pretty much have like a core of trainers that we use a lot, and then just a few slots for customizing to that particular deck.
Right. Bill, draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Okay. The Japanese version of this card.
We can look up the text.
Yeah.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, we probably should, because there's a decent amount of text under it. Nidorina.
Giovanni's Nidorina.
Yep. Giovanni's Nidorina. Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
Okay.
Poison Sting Tackle. Giovanni's Nidorina does 20 damage to itself. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. 30 base damage. Body Slam. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. 20 base damage.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, can't do any of those without grass energy.
It's almost like
he did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and attach another water energy.
Okay.
Sorry. Here. Ready? And pass.
Alright. Draw for turn. Trash exchange.
Oh no.
Count the number of cards in your discard pile and shuffle them into your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, we're gonna remember 8.
8.
Not counting trash exchange. Then discard that many cards from the top of your deck.
Oh boy.
This is such a chaotic card. It's so much fun.
So chaotic.
It's only fun because this deck is kind of overpowered.
Yeah, just a bit.
But it's one of the only ways we do have special charge. And depending on the deck you're playing, you might play special charge. Some of our decks will play it more than others. But other than special charge, this will be one of the only ways to recover special energy.
Yeah.
Of course, you could also end up discarding all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically double colorless, but there are some other special energies that are useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I had a net loss of double colorless, but I did get a lightning in there, so
yes.
Plasma for 20.
Whoops. Alright. Draw for turn.
Or not a net, it's the same.
And he's going back.
Okay. The same amount of double colorless.
Yeah. Wow. I don't like any of those options. Okay.
Bwahaha.
Double colorless Giovanni's Murino.
Oh, yes. I had 3 energy removal in here, and there's none in there now.
Yep. Stink. Okay. Alright.
Okay, I'm going to retreat to Rocket Zapdos. And I'm going to use Plasma for knockout.
This is great, guys. Okay. Draw for turn. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yes. I'm going to use energy retrieval, putting in a water energy to take out the grass energy.
It doesn't have to be an energy, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to attach grass energy to Giovanni's Nidorina.
There's your 2 attack options.
Yes. Okay. Alright. I am going to Body Slam.
Okay.
Which is flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. It does 20 damage. It is heads.
Alright, draw for turn. Okay. Charizard, Gust of Wind. Poke. Energy removal. I love you, honey. Chaos Gym.
Oh no. Wow, that's a lot of text.
Yeah, we'll read it in a second. Fire. Wow. Whenever a player plays a trainer card other than a stadium card, he or she flips a coin. If heads, that player plays that card normally. If tails, that player can't play that card. If the card isn't put into play, like a tool, the player's opponent may use that card instead. If he or she does everything required in order to play the card, like discarding cards. Either way, the card goes into its owner's discard pile. So yes, last, I will flip a coin. Heads, so it plays normally. So here's my hand. There's your hand. Shuffle all those trainers away.
I hate that card so much.
Last?
Yes.
She is just a sweet little young lady.
She is a brat.
Mean girls.
Mean girls.
Okay, and I will pass my turn.
Sure you will. Good job.
Oh man, I did not expect it to be that good.
Oh, golly. I was like, please be tails, please. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if it was tails, then you would have had the option to play it, but obviously the effective last is the same regardless of who plays it.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't help me.
What does it do? Read it.
I don't have anything to evolve to. I have nothing in my hand. And I have no way to draw anything
Is that
else.
Giovanni is the one that lets you accelerate evolution? Okay.
If I have...
Giovanni's Last Resort is the one that heals, right? Isn't it like you can only play this card if it's the last card in your hand and you get to remove all damage counters, like, and draw 5 cards or something ridiculous? Don't you have it in here? Maybe I made you shuffle it away later.
Okay, shuffle it away.
Okay. We'll have to look at that one, because that one is pretty cool. But hard to use, obviously.
Alright, I've got to pass.
Alright, great.
Yes, very sad. Moving on now. Anyway.
Alright, double colorless, plasma for 20.
Bill, draw 2 cards.
There you go. Wait, no, you have to flip.
I have to flip. Crud. Okay. Yes.
Oh, darn. I was like, yes, I will draw those 2 cards. Also, you got a double prize penalty anyway for drawing cards. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Alright. That's an envelope. Nidoran female. Giovanni's Nidoran female to the bench.
Okay.
Viridian City Gym.
There you go.
And I'm still stuck.
In the molasses swamp. Electro burn for knockout.
Yep.
Oh, there was my last energy removal.
Oh. Yes, you're really hurting there. I love you. Alright.
Oop, there's a 50. Where'd that come from? I don't know my Pokemon.
Oh, what is happening?
I don't know what's happening.
Things are moving on their own.
I'm taping fishing to watch again later.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Let's see. I can.
Yeah, that took about half our time, so we'll just have to look at the trainers that are in there.
Yeah.
You should have like 2 or 3 computer search, 2 or 3 item finder, 2 Bill, 2 Last, 2 not 2 Last, 2 Bill, 2 Mary, 2 Elm, 2 Oak.
Yeah, there's 3 oak in here. But no Mary.
Mary was probably stuck in the other decks that we were playing at the time, so I just put in a third
that's
Oak.
fine. Giovanni's Last Resort. Here it is. There's 1 copy in the deck. Remove all damage counters from one of your Pokemon with Giovanni in its name, then discard your hand.
Ah, that's what it says.
Wolf. Alright. Let me put this guy back in here.
Ugh, these sleeves are so terrible. But they look good.
They do, they look nice.
I know some people get like fancy like over sleeves and things like that. I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so we won't let my deck hit for weakness against that deck, since that deck is entirely grass and I think entirely fire weak, or mostly fire weak.
There's 2 Lickitung in here.
Ah, yes. Lickitung is a very good card.
Yes.
So they actually there was just a tournament organized by Jason Klasinski, the only 3-time world champion. And it was base fossil, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And all of the top 8 decks had Lickitung in it because they were all some type. Well, and his deck, he actually won his own tournament, and he played like Lickitung Stall / Moltres Mill or something like that. Because basically, if you want to play good, if you want a good deck in retro like that, it's either Stall or like Rain Dance.
Right.
So he also had Muck, so that if you were playing Rain Dance, he could just shut off your abilities.
Nice.
Toxic gases, Muck.
Oh, well.
I love you.
I love you.
Yes, after playing with the Dragon Shields a lot, even the black ones start to feel like, oh,
man, these don't want to
have
move.
a lot of friction and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you switch back to the Dragon Shields and you're like, oh my gosh, my deck is flying everywhere. Who coated my sleeves in oil?
Right.
It's always fun the first time you go to shuffle your deck with new sleeves and it just explodes everywhere. You're just like,
okay.
Well, that's one way to shuffle them.
Does this count, guys? Alright.
Ready?
Sure.
I love you.
I love you.
Call it.
Heads.
It is heads. You go first.
Go first. Who shuffled this deck?
Well, nice. The funny thing is, almost all of these decks have about the same frequency of mulligans because
they have the same basic build.
Because they all mostly have the same number of basic basics. Some of them are entirely basics.
Right.
Or nearly entirely basics, so
that lowers your chances of mulligan.
I draw a mulligan card. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze.
I thought you were gonna sneeze too.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, I do not like that feeling in my face.
I'm sorry, hun.
Oh, it's okay. There we go.
Alright, ready?
Oh, yep. Okay.
Right. You go first.
Alright. Weedle to the bench.
Nice.
Okay. I am going to attach grass energy, and I'm going to go ahead and use string shot for 10. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. It is heads.
Okay. That goes to the bench. Misty's Wrath. Rattata level 12. Lightning energy. Glass. Oh, sorry. Here's my whole hand.
Yeah.
This is the only trainer card.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. And last is actually like a very good card.
Right. No, it is. It's just annoying.
In appropriate competitive decks. Again, we try to balance out not having too much disruption, because some people will say there's a lot of really, really toxic cards, especially in the gym era. We don't have a bunch of copies of them, but there's like Rocket's Sneak Attack, and it's like flip 2 coins for each heads, choose a card from your opponent's hand and discard it, or something like that. And you can play a bunch of those.
Right.
Yeah. Really pass people. Okay, and then I will pass.
Okay. String shot for 10. It is heads.
Double colorless onto Rattata. Pass.
Caterpie to the bench. String shot for 10. It is heads. Yes.
Remember that time you got like 12 out of 12 heads on Bubble?
I do. It was fantastic.
Gust Weedle.
Boss.
Boss Weedle. Gust Weedle.
It's like, boss, there's no boss in this format.
Pass. There is. It's called Gust of
called
Wind,
Gust
and it's
of
an
Wind.
item, so...
Yeah.
It's the boss's boss.
It's the boss's boss.
It is a Weedle. Look.
Yeah.
That's very fitting.
quite. Oh, goodness, this is craziness. Okay. I'm going to attach Focus Band to this Caterpie.
The Focus Band is bigger than the Caterpie.
I know. It's wrapped around him 12 times, but he is a safe fish.
It's a little teeny tiny Focus Band. The attack hit the Focus Band and bounced off.
Pass.
Alright, here we go. There we go. Here comes Team Rocket. Each player plays with his or her prize cards face up. Ooh.
Oh, hey, there's Mary. Hot girl.
Hey, girl.
Oh.
Rattata level 12, Trickery. Once during your turn, you may switch one of your prizes with the top card of your deck.
I know, I suck. That's not an attack.
That is an ability.
Yep.
Rattata level 12 is one of the closest things to a support Pokemon in this format. Plasma for 20. I do not have any lightning.
Okay. This stinks. Okay.
Surely, Lord, this sucketh.
Alright, Pokemon Trader.
Okay. I love Pokemon Trader. The modern version of Pokemon Trader is well, there's not one legal right now, but the closest one is called Pokemon Communication, and it's the exact same effect. You take a Pokemon from your hand, you put it into your deck, you take a Pokemon from your deck, you bring it back out.
Right.
You just exchange them one for one. It's really cool.
Alright. Metapod out.
Okay.
To my hand, evolving.
Alright.
Oh, he comes into my deck.
Correct.
Does not get discarded.
Nope.
I have to pass.
Great. Energy removal.
Yep.
Trickery. Plasma for knockout. The most recent version of the most modern version of Here Comes Team Rocket is called Town Map, which is each player plays with their prize cards face up or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a very similar effect.
Yeah.
I feel like Town Map, some of the other cards that do that specify things like if new prize cards come into play, they go face down or something, but Here Comes Team Rocket doesn't say that. It just says both players play with their prize cards face up.
Alright. Okay. To evolve to Butterfree. I'm going to go ahead and attach an energy, and I can't use that, so pass.
Energy removal. Trickery. Lightning energy. Plasma for 20. My big basic rocket Zapdos.
Yeah.
Picking at your Caterpie.
Yeah.
Pick.
Yeah. Okay.
My legendary bird has to two-shot the worm. It's literally the worm in Pokemon.
Yep. Yep, it is.
It's got little legs.
It does have little legs. Anyway, I have to pass. Sorry, Caterpie.
She didn't even give you the chance to string shot. So sad. Trickery. I guess that was silly because I could have. Plasma for knockout.
I have to pass. Oh, yeah.
Plasma. Fire energy. Plasma for 20.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that did not work at all. Okay. Okay. Energy retrieval. Go.
There you go.
Okay. Grass energy.
Nice.
Okay. We are going to attempt Whirlwind here. So, Whirlwind does 20 damage. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, he or she chooses one of them and switches it with the defending Pokemon. Do damage before switching.
Cool. Evolve. Lightning energy. Retreat for free. Okay, so what his attack says is it's 10 base damage, flip a coin if heads, this attack does 30 more damage.
Ah.
Do you want me to look it up?
It's fine. I will trust you.
Tropical Islands, Eradicate. Tails, 10 damage.
10 damage?
10, yep.
Great.
So it either does 10 or 40.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Alright, yeah. Computer search. Oh. Yes, sorry. For a second I was like, crap, that wasn't what I'm supposed to do. It is what I'm supposed to do, sorry.
Oh, Ace Specs are coming back next year.
That's fun.
Hopefully I can play my old Scramble Switch.
Yeah.
I like Scramble Switch a lot.
Yes. It's a really good card.
Depends on the deck, but
right.
It's a very, very good card.
It's a very, very fun card.
Of course, most people would say that the best Ace Spec was Computer Search. Computer Search is an Ace Spec.
It's a good one, because you can search your deck for anything.
Yeah, exactly. Any
Anything.
card.
Any card. Okay. Oak, discard, draw 7.
You know, we did this whole thing where we said we're not going to hit for weakness, and I haven't attacked with a fire Pokemon once.
Yeah. Alright, Scyther to the bench. Grass energy. And Whirlwind.
Eek. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 7 cards. I'm sorry. Eek. There are 7
There's
E's.
7 E's. Yeah. Alright. Do you want me to go ahead and start my turn? Okay.
I can't obviously do anything because
Right.
it's an attack.
Right. Alright. Grass energy. Elm.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, I am going to attempt Mega Drain.
Okay, so flip
I
for the
have
baby
to flip
roll.
for the baby roll. It is heads. Okay, so Mega Drain does 40 damage. Remove a number of damage counters from Butterfree equal to half the damage done to the defending Pokemon. After applying weakness and resistance, round it up to the nearest 10. That's still just 20.
Yep. Okay. Alright. Left it to the bench. Lightning energy. Rocket Zapdos. Oak. Charmander. Trade for free. Plasma for 20. I guess that was silly, wasn't it? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Should have retreated to Cleffa, forced you to attack into the baby roll.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. going to attach double colorless decipher. And let's see. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and play Mary. Draw 2 cards, then shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your deck. Look at time to the bench.
That's the first time we've seen him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Mega Drain.
Charmeleon. Fire Energy. Electro Burn. You have to flip for Focus Band.
Yep.
Tails. So they both get knocked out.
Both get knocked out. So we both take a prize, right?
Correct.
Okay. 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 I'm going to attach Recycle Energy. And I'm going to Gust of Wind, Rocket Zapdos. And then Slash for Knockout. Oh, I just kicked the table. Sorry.
Attach double colorless. How many cards do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. sorry. That was really loud.
Pass.
Okay.
Shouldn't have done that. Should have retreated into Eradicate. She can't one-shot Eradicate.
Yeah.
50% chance of losing versus 100% chance of not losing.
Losing directly on this turn, yeah. Wow, okay. I'm going to attempt slash.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's tails.
Alright, great. Gus Lickitung. Double colorless. Oak. There he is, baby. Retreat. Energy burn, fire spin, 100 damage. Boom! I was like, I could not go a whole night of playing Celebration Desolation without getting to energy burn and fire spin. I literally tweeted, I am going to be energy burning and fire spinning. And I almost did not energy burn or fire spin once. I knew I had two of them in the discard.
Oh.
There's the Celebrations one. But man, that was not a good... That was not a good evening for the Charmander family there.
Yeah.
Alright, but that was fun.
Yeah, I know, it was fun. This deck definitely feels like it flows much better than the other one.
Yeah, we'll just have to look at the supporters in the other one. There's a lot of different families in that one, which is definitely something, the supporters, you know what I'm saying, the trainers in the other one. There's a lot of different families in the Giovanni deck, whereas this is pretty much like two families and then a couple Lickitung. Two families and Lickitung. Oh, and Scyther, yes. Scyther's fun.
Scyther gets an honorable mention in this one.
Yes, Scyther's cool. Alright. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. We had a lot of fun.
Yes.
Finally getting to touch old cards again.
Yes.
And we are now going to go to bed and touch our pillows.
Yes.
So, as always...